Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Troy Daniels here from Fat Goblin Games, talking to you about InDesign. More specifically, talking to you about importing documents into InDesign, such as Word documents. We're also going to talk a little bit about creating shortcuts. So let's get started. Recently, a friend of mine went ahead and proclaimed loudly on Facebook that he was blown away that he could go ahead and import Word documents into InDesign. Now, this struck me as kind of odd because it was one of the very first things that Rick Hershey taught me when I started using InDesign, because it keeps your formatting. And by formatting, especially for game industry people, I'm talking about all of your italics, your underlines, your bolds, those things that in a small document wouldn't take you long to correct, but in a large document could take you a good deal of time, period. Let's go ahead and take a look as to how we go ahead and do all of that. I'm the principal InDesign guy for Abandoned Arts, one of the imprints for Fat Goblin Games, and what we have in front of me is Feats of Valor. What we're going to do first is I'm going to take care of all the things I take care of with my Feats products, and that I go ahead and I update the numbers. We're going to go ahead and call this one Feats of Importing, and we're going to go ahead and get rid of Centaur Guy because, well, we put a new one on there. We put a new graphic on there each time we play this. Now, you'll see I have a standard format here. You'll see that I've got lots of formatting already in here. I'm using the small heading here. I have italics, I have bold, and everything is pretty set up the way I want it to. But what we need to do first now is go ahead and delete all of that. Now, on your keyboard, go ahead and hit Control-D, and it brings up a dialog that allows you to go ahead and import a Word document, such as Feats of Ferocity here. We double-click on that, and in a few seconds, bam, Feats of Ferocity has now been imported. You will see that italics have been kept, bolds have been kept, and I just need to do a few things in order to tweak this up. I'm going to go ahead and highlight everything here and use basic text. You'll note that my italics and everything still there, still good. Now what I need to do is I need to take care of all of these headers here. The small subheading is what I use. The small heading is what I use in order to go ahead and take care of all of these. Now, in a small document like this, I could go ahead and click, 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 and do it that way. It would take me about a minute in order to change all of these. There is a faster way, though. Double-click on your small heading, and right underneath here, you'll see the word shortcut. Using your numeric keypad, hit Control-1. Now, I have assigned a small heading to Control number 1. So when I go ahead and I click here and then hit Control-1, bam, look how quickly I can slip through the entire design and take care of a formatting issue. This saves me a heck of a lot of time, especially when I'm putting together things like, for example, the More Feats Compendium Volume 2, which is coming out in about 2 weeks, that has 180 feats in it. I could spend hours going ahead and clicking back and forth and back and forth, or I can create a shortcut that does it all for me. So today we've talked about importing documents into InDesign, specifically Word documents. We've also talked about creating shortcuts, which you can see right here, to make your job a lot easier. Hopefully I can go ahead and create more InDesign videos that help you out with your production. And if you've got any questions, feel free to go ahead and email me at armytroy@gmail.com, and we can talk about your InDesign issues or something you'd like to see in the next video. On behalf of Rick Hershey, Lucas, and Fat Goblin Games, thank you and have a great day.